5 seconds to go. Start. Thus, when a departmental proceeding is continued by reason of the legal fiction, the delinquent officer would be deemed to be in service although he has reached his age of superannuation. Reiterating the view taken in K.V. Janaki Raman Supra, this court held that the departmental proceeding is not initiated merely by issuance of a show cause notice. It is initiated only when a charge sheet is issued. In the facts of that case, since the disciplinary proceeding was initiated after the age of superannuation, the charge sheet, inquiry report, and the order of punishment were held to be illegal and without jurisdiction by this court, and those were set aside. Consequently, all retiral benefits due to the respondent was directed to be paid. Similarly, in Coal India Limited versus Saroj Kumar Mishra, this court again reiterated the legal position that a departmental proceeding is ordinarily said to be initiated only when a charge sheet is issued. A three-judge bench of this court in Canara Bank versus DRP Sundaram examined the meaning and effect of Regulation 23 third of the Canara Bank Officers Service Regulations 1979, which is pari materia to Regulation 23 third of the UCO Bank Officer Employees Services Regulations 1979 in the light of the view taken in Rajinder Lal Kapoor Supra, and held that Regulation 23 third is a stand-alone provision. By virtue of the said provision, a disciplinary proceeding initiated by means of a charge sheet prior to the retirement of a bank employee would continue even after his retirement in view of the provision contained in Regulation 23 third. In the facts of that case, the bench noted that disciplinary proceeding was initiated by submission of charge sheet after the retirement of the respondent. Therefore, while confirming the decision of the High Court, this court dismissed the appeal filed by Canara Bank. In the case of M.B. Motwani Supra, Supreme Court once again reiterated the position that a departmental proceeding is not initiated merely on issuance of a show cause notice. It is initiated only when a charge sheet is issued, because that is the date of application of mind on the allegations levelled against an employee by the competent authority. In that case, it was noticed that the deceased employee had attained the age of superannuation on 31st July 1991, whereas the charge sheet was issued to him on 7th December 1991, meaning thereby that on the date of his superannuation, no disciplinary proceeding was pending against him. That being the position, this court dismissed the appeal filed by UCO Bank. Having surveyed the relevant legal provisions and the case law, let us now revert back to the essential undisputed facts of the case. Respondent was appointed in the SBI as a clerk typist on 8th June 1973. In due course of time, he rose through the ranks and reached managerial position. On completion of 30 years of service, he was due to superannuate on 26 December 2003. Exercising powers under Rule 19(1) of the Service Rules, respondent was granted extension of service wide order dated 5th August 2023 from 27th December 2003 to 1st October 2010. On 18th August 2009, a notice was issued to the petitioner wherein and whereby serious irregularities allegedly committed by him were highlighted, and his response was sought for. On 21st August 2009, respondent was placed under suspension. Though respondent had submitted his reply to the notice dated 18th August 2009 on 27th October 2009, it appears that the disciplinary authority did not accept such reply and decided to initiate disciplinary proceeding against the respondent by issuing so cause notice dated 18th March 2011 under Rule 68(1) of the Service Rules, along with the show cause notice, articles of charges, and the statement of allegations on the basis of which the charges were framed, were sent to the respondent. There is nothing on record to show further continuance of service by the respondent beyond 1st October 2010. As noted above, service of the respondent was extended from 27th December 2003 to 1st October 2010. From the above, it is evident that charge memo was issued to the respondent on 18th March 2011 after his extension of service was over on 1st October 2010. This is an undisputed jurisdictional fact. Appellants have contended that respondent was paid subsistence allowance from his date of suspension, that is 21st August 2009, till his dismissal from service, while order dated 7th March 2012 beyond 1st October 2010. Besides, it was the case of the respondent himself before the inquiry officer, disciplinary authority, as well as before the appellate authority that he was due to superannuate on 30th October 2012. He also did not plead either before the said authorities or before the High Court that he had ceased to be in service of SBI from 1st October 2010, and therefore the disciplinary proceeding initiated thereafter on 18th March 2011 was void ab initio. As such, the learned single judge was not justified in accepting the challenge of the respondent to the order of penalty on a completely different ground. We are afraid we cannot accept such a contention on behalf of the appellants, where the disciplinary proceeding itself is without jurisdiction, upholding the same on the specious plea that it was not challenged on the ground of lack of jurisdiction would be tantamount to giving imprimatur to a patently illegal proceeding. This aspect was gone into by the learned single judge in the following manner. After hearing learned counsel for the respective parties at length and on perusal of the records, I am of the considered view that the petitioner has been able to make out a case for interference due to the following facts and reasons stated herein below. Indisputably, on completion of 30 years of service in the year 2003, the services of the petitioner was extended till 1st October 2010 as per the State Bank of India officers' determination of term and conditions of services 1979. The alleged charges pertains to the extension period of the petitioner as branch manager SBI Ranchi during the period 19th January 2006 to 29th October 2008 and 23rd January 2009 to 22nd August 2009. After submission of explanation to the alleged charges, the disciplinary authority decided to initiate departmental proceeding wide letter dated 18th March 2011 containing article of charges. In the disciplinary proceeding, the order of dismissal has been passed under Rule 67J of the SBI Officers Service Rules, which has been affirmed by the appellate as well as revisional authority. Admittedly, there has not been extension of service after 1st October 2010, nor any provision of relevant rules has been brought to the notice of this court as to what would be effect the disciplinary proceeding after retirement. Stop.